Good morning, students of class 6. Today we will read about computer components. In this chapter we will read about computers, how does computer work, input devices, output devices, storage devices and processing devices. A computer is an electronic machine, as we all know, that works according to the instructions given by us, and it accepts data, means input, and manipulate the data according to the specified rules, that is processing, and produce results, which is called output, and save, it means storage, and the results for future use. So computer has become an integral part of our lives. These are the terms related to computers: data, instructions, processing, information, storage, user, hardware, software, network, and internet. As we all know, data is a collection of unorganized facts. Instructions specify what must be done to data. Processing, transformation of data into information is called processing. Information is a processed data that is organized, meaningful and useful. Storage, a computer often stores data, information and instructions for future use, is called storage. The person who uses the computer is called a user. Hardware, all the physical and mechanical pieces of equipment attached together to make a computer system are called hardware. We can see or touch the hardware. Software, it is a set of instructions organized for a common purpose that tells the computer hardware what to do and how to perform a particular job. It is software. Network, it is a collection of computers and devices connected together via communication devices and transmission media. Internet is a worldwide collection of networks that connects millions of business firms, government agencies, educational institutions and individuals. What are the benefits of using a computer? As we all know, it is speedy, quality work is there, reliability, storage capability, versatility. A computer can perform repetitive job efficiently, which a man cannot do. If we are doing any work again and again, we will get tired. How does a computer work? First of all, input is given, then the data is processed into information, and an output comes, and which we can store for our future use. Input devices, any hardware component that allows you to enter data, instructions and commands into a computer is called an input device. Keyboard is an input device that contains keys, and there are many types of keyboards. Wireless keyboard, a wireless keyboard is a battery powered device that transmits data to the system unit using wireless technology. Compact keyboard, the laptop computers, some handheld computers and mobile device often use a compact keyboard which is smaller than a standard keyboard. Virtual keyboard, a virtual keyboard is a software component that allows a user to enter text. Some devices like smartphones and tablets have on-screen or virtual keyboards instead of a physical keyboard. You can touch on your screen and you can type whatever you want to. These are virtual keyboards. Braille keyboard. A braille keyboard is a type of keyboard which is designed for the blind or visually impaired people to input information in a computer. It is characterized by a series of dots on each key in a braille cell. It is specially designed for blind or visually impaired people. Mouse, as have you seen mouse? A mouse is a pointing device that fits comfortably under the palm of your hand. You can use the mouse to select or move items on the screen, as well as on the screen. The top of a mouse has two buttons and a scroll wheel. Types of mouse. Mechanical mouse. A mechanical mouse has a rubber ball on its underside. As the user moves the mouse around on the desktop, the ball rolls with these movements. This detects the mouse movement in any direction. Optical mouse, you can see it. You can see the pic. Optical mouse. An optical mouse uses laser technology to compare and track the position of the mouse rather than a ball and rollers used on mechanical mouse. Wireless mouse. A wireless mouse is a battery powered device that transmits data through wireless technology such as radio waves or infrared light waves. You can see here. Air mouse. An air mouse is a newer type of motion sensing mouse that, in addition to the typical buttons, allows you to control objects by moving the mouse in predetermined directions through the air. You can see it. You can see the picture. Next is touch mouse. A touch mouse is a touch sensitive mouse that recognizes touch gestures. For example, you press a location on a touch mouse to simulate a click. Sweep your thumb on the mouse to scroll pages or slide multiple fingers across the mouse to zoom. Touchpad. A touchpad is a flat pressure sensitive surface. You can see that is used on notebook computers. You can move the pointer on the screen by moving your finger along the surface of the pad. Joystick. A joystick, you can see here, this is joystick. A joystick is a pointing device which is used to control the actions in a computer game. It is mainly used for games. It has a vertical lever mounted on a base. You move the lever in different directions to control the actions in a game. Graphic tablet. Graphic tablet, also called digitizer. Digitizer is an input device which has a special pen, stylus, to write on it. The pen is called stylus. It is used to draw images on the computer as well as to give instructions to the computer. Touch screens. A touch screen is a screen that you can touch with your finger to input information. Your finger acts as the pointing device. Like tablet, PC, smartphone and ATM, we use touch screen to input the instructions. So we usually interact with a touch screen using gestures. A gesture is a motion you make on a touch screen with the tip of one or more fingers of your hand. One is tap, double tap, press and hold. This description is given. And what are the common uses of these gestures? You can see the gestures: drag or slide, swipe, stretch, pinch, zoom in, zoom out. In this way you can use different gestures for different uses. Motion input lets the user guide on the screen elements using air gestures. It involves moving your body or a handheld input device through the air. It is used for games, mainly for games. Digital camera, also known as digicam. It is an input device used to capture and store photographs electronically in the computer. Microphone is a voice input device used to send our voice into the computer. You can use the microphone for instant messaging that supports voice conversations. Scanner, you can see scanner. Scanner is an input device used to send images and text directly into a computer. Two types of scanners are there. Flatbed, the scanner works similar to a photocopy machine. And handheld scanner, it is portable device that can be held in one hand. It is dragged over the object to be scanned. It is mostly used in shopping stores. You can see handheld scanner and flatbed. Barcode reader. Most products in the shops have barcodes on them. A barcode is a set of lines of different thickness that gives information about the product, like its price, manufacturing date, etc. It is used to input data from barcodes. You must have seen these barcodes at shopping centers. Magnetic Link Character Recognition Reader (MICR) reader is an input device used to read and identify magnetized characters printed on a document such as a blank check. You can see it. MICR reader. Now come to output devices. Any hardware component that can convey information to a user. Different kind of output devices are monitor, printer. Printers are of many types like laser printer, inkjet printer, dot matrix printer. According to their specification, laser printer is non-impact printer that uses laser technology. Inkjet printer is non-impact printer that outputs text and images by spraying ink on the paper. Dot matrix printer is an impact printer that contains movable print head with pins. Speakers are output devices that produce music that your computer generates or processes. Data projector, you can see data projector. A data projector is an output device that projects the data being displayed on a computer screen. Smart board. You must have seen smart boards in your classes. A smart board is an output device that displays the image on a connected computer screen, usually via data projector. Notes written on it can be saved directly on the computer. These are used frequently in the classrooms as a teaching tool, which we are using in our classrooms also. Storage devices. Hard disk device, optical disc, compact disc, recordable CD, CDR, DVD-R, rewritable CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc. These are different kind of storage devices enable you to store data and information. They can hold data, instructions and information for future use. You must read all the storage devices thoroughly to understand the difference between all of them. Flash drives, also known as pen drives. Have you seen these pen drives? USB, these are also called USB. These that are plugged in a USB port on a computer. Pen drive is a portable and lightweight. It has a storage capacity ranging from 512 MB to 100 GB and can transfer data at a high speed. Memory card. This we use in our mobiles generally. A memory card is a removable storage device, usually no bigger than 1.5 inches in height or width, that you insert in or remove from a slot in a computer, mobile device or card reader. Now come to processing device. A processing device or processor is the main chip in the computer which is used to process data. Processing means treating the data according to the instructions and changing it in the form of information. Processor is also known as CPU. Has 3 units: ALU, arithmetic logic unit, control unit, memory unit. You can see the functions of all the units of ALU, all the operations of ALU: arithmetical, comparison and logical. Control unit is the second unit of CPU, and third is memory unit. It holds the data that needs to be processed as well as the data that has already been processed by CPU. CPU manufacturers, the biggest manufacturer of CPU is Intel, which makes the Pentium and Celeron processors. The other CPU maker is AMD, which manufactures the Sempron and Athlon chips. Multi-core processors, dual core, quad core, multi-core. Now, after reading this chapter, we are able to understand that a computer is an electronic device that accepts data and processes it, produces the result, and stores it for future use. Input devices are used to enter data and instructions into a computer. Output devices are used to convey information to a user. The storage devices are used to store data for future use. Processing means treating the data according to the instructions and changing it in the form of information. After understanding the chapter properly, we can do this exercise, true, false, fill in the blanks, and question answers as well ourselves. If any problem is there, you can read the chapter or ask us again. Thank you and have a good day.